Hamster Sales here, bringing you another Starcraft commentary from the Platinum League. This is a game I just played on Naga Caverns. My opponent's name is, let's call him P-Huck. P-Huck here. Clever use of PH in his name there. He's the blue Zerg in the lower left, I'm the red Zerg in the upper right. This is of course the ZvZ on Naga Caverns. This is a fun game. I think this shows some of the fundamentals of ZvZ. As much as that can be shown at this level of play. I think I said not too long ago that I would not cast too many ZvZs, but you know what? I think I said something like it's a boring matchup. And while that might be true just because there's not too many strats you can do, not too much variation, they are exciting games, so I feel like they'll be better to cast, and there's a lot to learn from them. ZvZ is my most challenging matchup. So I like talking about it. I like talking out what I was thinking at the time and what my opponent might be doing. My opponent plays well in this game. I think I played pretty well. Let's bring up the production tab just to have something going on there. Just early game, we're both droning up. Looks like he beat me to 14 drones. Yeah, because I was going for 13 pool, trying to prepare for something crazy like a 10 or 6 pool from this guy. Because I've not sent any early scout, anything like that. So, I want to be prepared for that in the dark. Yeah, a little funky timing there. He just went gas, pool. I think I've heard of Zergs doing that. It's not too funky. So, like good Zergs, we're just sending our overlords out. I like to send my first overlord right into his base to get all that good scouting info. You, of course, want to remember to pull him back, especially in a Zerg versus Zerg. You want to remember that pool is probably coming pretty early, so get that initial information and get him out of there. Set him up in a forward position. Your opponent's not too likely to send a queen all the way out here, so you can set up shop right here after you do your initial scouting. This guy in an intermediary position, maybe right here, something like that. So we're going, let's see, what are we doing here? Both have our gas and pool before expansion. Very, very standard in ZvZ. What's this guy doing? He's got something planned. Baneling Nest. Now I can tell you right now, a little spoiler alert, I'm going for a roach. Pulled some drones trying to kill his scout there. I'm going for roaches, so you're going to see a battle of two builds, two of the more common builds. I'm going roach first. This is the build I've been doing lately. I've been going roach, some people would call it roachling all in. That's because people overuse the term all in. I'm definitely intending to do a lot of damage with it and then keep the pressure up. But you can, while it's going on, get your second hatchery. You often build up enough minerals to get a second hatchery. You're not going to be droning up too much with a roachling all-in-ish type build like I do here. You know, I'm not a big fan of pressure builds, but I've been so bad at ZvZ for so long that I tried to figure out something that would work. Seems like everybody just goes crazy early aggression, and there aren't neat little tricks you can use to stop them like you can against Terran and Protoss. So, I don't know what I was doing there running these lings all the way back here. Maybe he got his scouting drone all the way back and I just wasn't paying attention. But back to my point, there's no easy tricks just for holding up early aggression. Spinecrawler's not super effective against a giant horde of Zerglings. So yeah, I went for a Roachling all in as my strategy. It's what I want to work on from here. What the idea of Roachling all in is to get a bunch of roaches, send them at your opponent, do a ton of damage. They're super effective against Zerglings and Banelings. Which he's getting here. I don't have any roaches yet though. Just getting my first 3 roaches, so these are going to be here in time to try to hold off the Banelings. I have seen these Banelings, I believe. Have I seen these Banelings? No. Now I see them. So I'm going to need to get these roaches into position to defend this. He's got 4 Banelings. Get snipe 1. Target fire a second. 1 gets right into the drone line. 3rd sniped, and you need 2 Banelings to kill a drone, people. So he lands his Baneling on about 6 of my drones. Does not kill a single one though. Roaches here are going to be able to hold this off. So this is enough roaches. I think I'm going to push with these. Should be enough roaches to do my initial push. Pretty good against Zerglings. And then I'm going to want to follow this up with Speedlings. I did get speed with my first 100 gas, with the idea that I'll be able to follow up my roach attack, which should hopefully he'll waste his Banelings on any Banelings he has. Then follow it up with a big swarm of Zerglings. It's something that's been very effective against my Zerg opponents. But we'll see what Mr. P. Huck does against it here. I've got 6 roaches coming in. He's got quite a lot of Zerglings spawning, quite a lot of Speedlings. If he gets to surround, that will be enough to kill my Roaches. I'm going to want to put him against this wall here. I do put him against the wall. He's going to have a hard time killing me without a surround. A lot of these Zerglings are running around doing nothing. Roaches have 1 armor to start, so these Zerglings are only going to be doing 4 damage. He pulls off, and that's a very good technique there. He's going to get the surround on my Roaches now. I do take out a lot of Zerglings, though. He's down to 15 Zerglings. I guess I wasn't in position to follow that up with Speedlings because of the early pressure he put on. And I decided to go for my second hatch. Maybe I would have had enough Zerglings to go for that, for the follow-up if I had not gone for my second hatchery, but he's doing the same thing. He's getting a second hatch. Sticking with Baneling, he is getting a bunch of more Banelings, even though he knows I have Roaches. It's not the best move, but maybe he knows Speedlings are a common follow-up. Maybe it's because I think he's just now scouting me. But he does see that I have Speedlings. He's going to be very happy to see those, no doubt. I'm running my units up against the hatchery here, so his Zerglings have less surface area to surround my Roaches. Getting a bunch more Roaches. He's scouting this very cleverly. I think I do get a queen out here eventually. Yeah, you want to queen has some built-up energy here. I'm going to want to throw a creep tumor here and then run out and spawn more larvae here, which I do. Yep, plant that creep tumor, connect my bases. He's doing the same thing, transferring a few drones. Don't want to get any defensive structures. I still want to pressure him with Roaches. I think, yeah, I see his Banelings coming now, so getting ready for another attack here. Or do I see them? I seem to be chasing an Overlord with my queen. He's got a horde of Zerglings, horde of Banelings. Let's see what goes on here. Okay, got about 8 Banelings here. I don't think I spied these Banelings for a very long time while I was playing the game. I don't think I saw them until right about now. So gonna want to get in a position to defend this. Don't want a ton of Zerglings, Banelings in my base, obviously. He didn't know what I was doing. I may have been moving to block my ramp. That would have been a much better move than wandering down here for no reason. But he didn't know that, so he runs away. He can't be liking that I have a big horde of Roaches because his units are really bad against Roaches. He's sticking with Baneling though and getting a lair. Why the lair? I don't know. Maybe he wants Baneling speed. Maybe he only wants it for Baneling speed. I don't know. Sticking with Ling Baneling though against my Ling Roach. Ooh, takes out a ton of my Zerglings with maybe just a single Baneling. I don't know. I did not see. He might be getting for a burrow. That could be why he's getting his lair. I don't know. Switch to mute is also possible. Though he's only still on 1 gas, so that wouldn't work very well. So I'm sending my Roaches in here. I'm hoping to be able to take out his Banelings, force him into using his Banelings. Stick my Roaches between the base and the gas here. This is on purpose. Most of his units doing nothing. Banelings don't get anything until super late. And he does waste them on my Roaches. So I'm going to follow up with 18 Lings. This is how you want a Roach Ling all-in to go. Waste all his Banelings on your Roaches. Killed all the Zerglings. I'm going to be following up with 26 Zerglings, more than his 26 that he has reinforcing. Won't be able to make those Banelings instantly, so it'll just be Ling on Ling, and I'll have the advantage. Yeah, I'm going to want to take out the second hatchery. I hope that's what I do here. I don't quite remember. He's definitely going to be able to get this round here, finish these Roaches, but they'll do decent damage before they go down. And I'm flooding in here with my Zerglings. Sitting on 26 Zerglings to his 21, and he retreats. And gonna want to see him come down here to defend his hatchery, even if you're outnumbered a little bit by Lings. Oh, I don't remember if I did that on purpose. That might have just been my rally point. I don't think I remember purposely blocking the ramp in this game. That's actually pretty effective. He's not going to be able to save his hatchery. God, I wish I'd done that on purpose. That would have made me look so much better. But I have 33 Zerglings to his 19, so he is in a bit of trouble here. He does have 4 Banelings, though. This could be big trouble for my big pile of Zerglings. I elect to retreat instead of trying to snipe Banelings. Like, you can try to snipe 1 Baneling at a time with 2 Zerglings, but he also has Ling support. So I'm trying to get some detonations here, trying to snipe some Banelings, kill 1. Do I get a... Yeah, get a second to detonate. Not losing very many Zerglings. So I think I'm rebuilding Roaches at this point. That's what I'd want to be doing. Yep, 7 more Roaches. Gonna push in with that vanguard of Roaches. Hope to take out some Banelings. Yeah, I'll leave these 4 guys out here as Baneling bait. This is what you want to do for what he's doing. He's sending these Banelings out, praying out, even spreading them. He's praying to catch a giant clump of Zerglings just snapping, which you will find often at this level of play. But kill 2 Banelings with 4 Zerglings. That's a perfect trade. Those the only gas unit he's using at this moment. I get to take out with 2 larvae worth of Zerglings. Alright, I'm going to move in again with the vanguard of Roaches. And I do have the lings already built, but I'm not going to engage with them. I want to get some Baneling detonates, just engage his lings purely with my roaches. I'm fine with doing that too. As roaches just do really, really well against Zerglings because they're built-in armor. They're doing 4 attack, 4 damage per attack against the heavy life roaches, 145 life. Look at that. So gonna keep my lings back, trying to engage with these roaches, pushing up his ramp. He wants to get banelings because he knows I have the speedling support. I'm blocking the ramp here for no particular good reason. Oh, I wish I could move in here and snipe these banelings. Okay, I'm looking to sneak in here. I think I'm gonna hang out here with the mineral line. I think is what I do here. I like this play. He's gonna be forced to engage with speedlings. Let's see if he tries to go after my lings. He does. Want to send just a few. Does he attack? No. Not getting any. Get out of there. Oh. Okay, he did spend a lot of banelings there though. Is he going to get the rest of my lings? I don't know. Roaches here sitting in the mineral line. Taking out just about all his speedlings, but I've lost just about all my speedlings, almost all my roaches. Gosh, just about traded armies there. Not the best situation for me. Do have 3 roaches left though. Make that 2 roaches. Did a lot of damage to his drones. How many drones does he have? I've not been keeping an eye on that throughout the game. Down to 9 roaches to my 17. I'm going to be able to reinforce with a lot of roaches and in the game. Yep, building 11 roaches. I could have got greedy here and reinforced with speedlings, but if he were able to get a couple banelings up, that makes a really risky counterattack. Plus, yeah, just roaches. He doesn't have the tech. He got this lair at some point, which I don't know why he did that. He never got burrow. Never got baneling speed. I don't know why he was going for that lair. Maybe he had eyes on attacking with a Mutalisk and he GG's out of the, or just leaves the game. Maybe he had ideas on switching to Mutalisk. I don't know. But that was a fun game. I think anyway. Had a lot of action. Showed you 2 of the prototypical Zerg versus Zerg strategies out there. He went for early banelings. 4 early banelings, trying to get him into my mineral line. Was able to snipe a few with my first spawning roaches. Spinecrawler I think took 1 out. And he only got 1 detonate off. Takes 2 to kill your drones. So I was able to successfully defend that luckily. And I followed up with a typical roach attack with speedling support. And I hope anybody watching learned something, enjoyed the game. And I'll be casting more of these soon. They're fun to cast. And as always, feedback is desperately sought after. Any kind of comments, feedback, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do, I really appreciate it. Until next time, see you later.